Okay, today is July 16th. It's about 8:15 in the morning. We're starting where we left off last week, right here in Kilgore, and we have a new friend, Carl. He is one of the wonderful trail angels. He's actually the coordinator of the trail angels for the Dufferin Highland section. So he dropped us off here. We put the car almost right at the end of Dufferin Highland section. We're gonna hike about 18 kilometers, then walk to the end, and then probably walk back to the car at the end of it. So again, July 16th, and here we go. Okay, we're on River Road here, and there's a marker that says keep left. So I guess we're going to continue up because there's a blue marker just across the road here. Oh, we're going over to the left here into the woods. I'm going to go over to the waterfall so we can see it. I'm sure we're going to be crossing over it. So right at the bridge here where we're going into the woods. Nice little stream. Pretty little stream flowing. And we're heading into the woods here. Here we go. As we thought, we're just gonna follow along this stream. It's a pretty little stream over to the right. It's a very rooty section in here that we're going through right now, but it's a nice view. It's very dark in this section too. There's a lot of trees that are close together, but oh, it's a nice walk through this section. Always enjoy following along the stream. Just makes it that much more peaceful and enjoyable. It was a really fun drive with Carl. The fun facts he gave us along the way. He did the trail in 2012 for the first time. They did it all the way. So it's very impressive that a lot of people do the trail. Here is an interesting building we're coming up to here. This is what the leftover of that power plant that he mentioned earlier. The side of the power plant. It's you know, it's gutted now, but we got a lot of interesting facts along the way, and I'll try and remember them as we go. But this is the side of that power plant that ran along the stream. We're just following through, and yeah, there's a whole bunch of interesting facts, but very impressive for people to do the trail later in life, and everybody gets to enjoy it. We came from, I don't know, it's fairly gentle, but we've come from about, you know, a story down, and then there's a steeper climb here. We're going about a story and a half up this side of the hill. So far what we can see. And Carl mentioned that we're going to be we're in the basin where we were starting from, so he told us we basically had a lot of climbing to do for a little while. So we're fresh and we're ready to go. We're still climbing. Another story here at this part. It's probably bringing it up to about 4 stories so far for that climb. And we've leveled off. That is one honkin' big tree that's come down. Huge tree. Very dark section of the forest here. But look at the rapids. Isn't this something? It's quite and it goes quite a ways up. You can see we're following right along these rapids. The water's moving very quickly. So I think we're probably gonna get a couple more shots, but you can't see it, but it goes way up. Oh yeah, and we may be crossing over that bridge just ahead. So I'll record in a minute. We're coming out onto the road back. We're gonna go where those rapids were just a minute ago. I'm just exiting. I think we've just crossed over to River Road again, going back into the woods. I think it's River Road. And we are heading, which way? To the left. So this is upstream from that river we've been following, and then when we crossed over, you can't get a good view of the rocks above because there's these trees in the way, but it's scenic, and then it just flows downstream here. Again, I can't tell if you can see properly, but this is quite a nice looking stream, and it's forked over to the left. It forked two separate streams, but they're both running very quickly. It's very nice to see this, and it's hey, it's the fork of the Dufferin Highland section. That's what we'll term it. I'm sure it's got a proper name, but we're continuing on. Maybe we'll get a closer view. Okay, we think we're going to go up there, which is going to be about 11 stories up. We're going to kind of do the zigzag again, like we did last week. Heading up. We've done that climb, mostly. Our first boardwalky bridge, there's no water, because all that water's down below on those running streams, which was impressive. And we finally made it to the top of that ridge there. We're coming down to this the lake here. Quite an open section. I'm going to come down a little further so we can get a better view. This is the fishing pond here section. Oh, there's a fisherman over there. Quite the pond. Quite the lake, whatever you want to call it. Very still, there's nothing, it's very still, nothing moving in this one. Continuing along, right along the side of this lake here, we just passed the two fishermen and asked if they were catching anything, and they said one of them had caught a trout already this morning, so they're having a little bit of success. And I'm not sure if we're going all the way around this lake here, but looks like we're heading back into the woods right now, so maybe your last view of this lake. So we've come from down there on the other side of this mountain that I think we came from about 20 minutes earlier, and we're heading up again. I'm guessing this is going to be about nine story in total, because we're kind of circling around, and it looks like we're coming back to connect to the crossing trail, the side trail up here. I don't remember which one it was when we started. Little bridge, no water under this bridge, so we just completed that large climb. This is rough terrain. Use at your own risk. No kidding. And I'm going to check the side trail name. It is the Bell Lookout Side Trail, and we're heading off to the left. We're back to climb again, and we just stopped for a second, Karen, to spray ourselves with our bug spray, because with that still water over to the left of us, there's a lot of bugs out in this section, so we just finished a good spray. Just passing this Pine River Valley Side Trail here. We're heading over to the right. Looks like we've got just a little 2-story climb here. I think we've recovered from the past few climbs. I have a annoying fly buzzing around my head for the past kilometer that will not leave me alone, even after spraying. Coming out of the woods, well, maybe we're just crossing over. Yeah, it looks like we are just crossing over. Coming out for a minute. we may pull out our Invisalign nets to cover our heads from these bugs. You can see the blues going off to the left, and that's the Pine River Side Trail, and we're heading off to the right. Oh, I guess we're a little bit of road walking here. You can see we've broken out the mesh covers for our heads, both of us. You can't see mine because I put the GoPro over top of mine, but we're both covered head to neck, and let's hope that's better. This road is not the road we expected. We're skirting back into the woods here, and then we're going to reconnect at 15 Side Road. That'll be 37.4 when we get to 15 Side Road. Get back into the woods. Crossing over this either private drive or utility road. Oh, we're going right to the road. Okay, so that, what was that? 15, or what was that side road? 15 Side Road? Is that what we're at? Yeah, and we're gonna be turning left, so we're out of that section of woods. Prince of Wales. Oh, we're back on Prince of Wales. The end of the Kilgore Side Trail. That's the other parking area. And we're continuing up. This is Prince of Wales Road. We're continuing up Prince of Wales Road here. Still climbing up this Prince of Wales. I'll give you a backward shot. We came from down there. Probably a 6-story climb from down there. We have a little bit more climbing, but not much. Probably right over this ridge here. Oh, and there's a marker. You can barely see it over on the side. I'm going to make sure Carl mentioned there's a chance you could miss it if you're not paying attention. So when we go back into the woods, so we're going to watch for it. Probably at the top of this hill here. To say turning back into the woods. We're going to go through this section of woods here and then back onto the road, but not for a little while, probably 1.5 kilometers. Our first style. So we didn't miss it, Carl. Okay. Up and over. It's a high one. 1, 2, 3, 4 stepper, 5 stepper. We're on the climb again. Just turned back from that Prince of Wales Road up into the woods again. And it's a, let's see, 1.5, 3-story maybe. What I can see at the top here, maybe a 3-story. Still climbing. We had a subtle climb there, but it's definitely more abrupt here. It's a high, intense climb right here. I'm guessing it's going to be a 4-story to the top of this, but it's straight up. All right, we're coming up to the Meladonia Side Trail here. That puts us at 38.5, and we're heading up. Look at that. That's going to be a 7-story climb at the end of it. So that should bring us to the top, though. Moving along this barbed fence here. What goes up must come down, so we're descending probably the same amount that we just ascended from, so we're coming down, and then looks like it's opening up a little bit. This is the only daylight we've had so far. We've been in the woods basically the entire way. Just that little stretch of land right there is the only time we've seen the sun creep through. Gonna right here up this little section of trail. It's pretty wide, so we are climbing a little bit, but Wide section, very good. Makes it a lot easier. We just had another spray because they are bad. The bugs are very bad through here, so we just had another spray. So I think we're going to be keeping our netting on for a while. And we're still on this wide section of trail. We're leaving the wide section of trail for the narrow section of trail. So I guess it was a good thing we took that opportunity to spray. Coming to a wide stream here and very fast moving. I guess this is the first real bridge we've seen with water running quickly. Oh look, they've replaced the bridge as well. This is quite a ways up. It's a pretty little stream, running quite a ways up and quite a ways down. Very gentle. About a 2-story climb here with all this little pebbly rocky stuff to climb up through. Yeah, about 2-story, story and a half. So it's hard to get your footing. Little rocks sliding out from under you. Okay, it is 2 stories because we're still climbing. Looks like we're at the top of this side of this hill here. You can see for quite a ways, quite a distance. A little hard because the foliage close by is kind of blocking the view, but it's quite a nice view if you can see without the trees in the way. Probably in the fall, once all the leaves fall. We're coming out of the woods back onto the road. Is this Prince of Wales Road? Okay, Prince of Wales Road. Those cattails, whatever those things sitting on the top of them are, those brown things, there's a lot of them around. We're still walking on this road, Prince of Wales. It's very quiet. There hasn't been any cars or anybody going by, so we're enjoying the peace. The bugs are still bad through here. We've both taken off our netting just to get a little break right now because it doesn't seem to be too bad with bugs. Not much to see on this road, but look at the trees, how the erosion barely holding on. Barely holding on, and then just across you've got this barn like right next to the road, very close. But I think the trees are the fascinating part right here because, you know, a little bit more erosion and these trees are coming down. It's quite something. Oh, but I didn't see anything, and now we can finally see there's a stream, very narrow stream, but it's flowing very quickly down the hill here. I could hear it, but I couldn't see it until just now. We're making a left here onto 20 Side Road. I don't think we're going to be on this very long before we turn into the woods. You can hear the water running. I think we're turning into the woods fairly quickly. Just check. Yeah, we're at 20 Side Road. We're going to be turning shortly. Hey, a little man-made, I guess it's not man-made, little waterfall here, 2 of them. Just off the path. On this 20 Side Road here, I'll give you 360. We've done I'm guessing about a 10-story climb on this gravel here. It's quite the climb, but I think around the bend we're going to be done. I would have thought we would have turned into the woods by now, but I think we're going to have to pay attention. Soon enough we're going to be in the woods. We just did one big honking road climb. I wasn't paying attention to how high it was, but it was pretty high. You can't see it because we're over the hill, but it seems to have leveled off now, but that was a big climb. Did you hear that? It's stinking hot and no wind. Here we go back into the woods now. After that long climb, and the first stile right away. Oh, not the first stile, so second stile. All right, private property, cattle grazing, positively no dogs off a leash. So Carl said to us, if you see any cattle grazing right here, there's an electric fence or going over stile. Maybe it's not this one, maybe it's the next one. We'll see. But he said try and go around if you see any cattle grazing. So you may get to see cattle grazing at some point soon. There we go. One of these in a long time. Logbook. So we're gonna make a log entry. Is there any space left? No space left. All right, well, we're gonna make a log entry here. Going through another very dark section of woods. There's a little light cracking through here, but it's pretty dark in here. We're just working through this section. Another stile. Ooh, this one's uphill. As you can tell by how slow I'm walking. Straight up. Ooh. Here we go. Up this one. Ooh, look, then we're still climbing. That might be an electric fence. Right there. Oh, it sure looks like it. Right there. Electric fence, possibly. We're climbing. It's a good 2.5 story up till this tree here. And we'll see what we get around the tree. Okay, looks like we've kind of leveled off. Looks like we're going up there. That's going to be a 9-story climb. Here we go. You can see where we came from. Way the heck down there. We seem to be close to the top now. That was a heck of a climb. We've done a lot of climbing. We're taking a break right here. In Africa, you've got the Tree of Life. In the Dufferin Hills section, you've got their mini Tree of Life. Here, nice tree all to itself in the field. And we're definitely going through a cattle section because there's a lot of cow business around. And my shoe probably doesn't smell very good right now. Coming up to the stile, and there is an electric fence there for the cattle. And Carl said we could climb over the electric fence and go around it if we wanted to, but we're going to go over the stile because we don't see any cattle here right now. Just the remnants of the cattle. And look, you can see way up back to that tree. I don't see any animals anywhere right now. Yeah, but my shoe's not smelling too good right now. There is an incredible view to the right. Incredible. We're in this open field. I think we're just not high enough yet. Maybe once we get to the top, just right there, we will. But holy smokes, look at the view. Rolling hills, you could see forever. It's incredible. The view is outstanding. It is incredible. It's so peaceful in here. I'm going to take another shot when we get up top, and we'll probably take a picture. Wow, look at that view. Look at the view. It is incredible. Now we've got a little bit of a breeze, finally, up here. Wow. Incredible. You can appreciate, you know, when you see a view like this, that there's a lot to appreciate in this province, because that is an outstanding view. We're about, well, how far did you say? A couple days too early. You got all these raspberry canes in the field. Yeah, there are some. All these raspberry canes. You could mean bears close by. Who knows? They are. So the raspberries are very good, apparently. So yeah, I guess we're just a little bit early for full raspberry bloom. It's the bench that Carl mentioned to us. Looks very new. Ted Klitsch, president, from 2001 and 2005. You can see it on the GoPro. Standing here, looking out into that incredible view. Carl said, to the left, I think he said, way off in the distance, you can see Borden, which is the military base. I can't see it, it's a little hazy, so I'm not sure. He did mention that through this section, there was a tornado. I can't remember what year. You remember what year he said? 80 something, in the 80s. There was a tornado that came through here, wiped out all the trees. You can see a lot of the tree lines gone. And he said a lot, the smaller trees below were all twisted. And you can see they kind of look twisted looking back. And this is a section with no trees in it. So I just could stand here forever and look at this view. It's just incredible if it wasn't so hot. Back into the woods. We're shaded nicely now. And there is some subtle breeze, not very much, but more than there has been most of the day. You can feel it up here. That tree looks like a very recent break. That's quite a break. Just come out of the woods. Looks like we're going to skirt along this cornfield for a while. Oh no, we're turning to the right. Yeah, probably the same way the other side. Here's the view. You can see endless sea of wind turbines off in the distance, and corn fields here and wheat and more turbines over to the right, and we're heading right. Little yellow budgies, they just keep moving up the fence as we walk. Just keep moving up and up. I don't know if you can see it. I can get a picture of one or two. Let's see if we can get a picture. I don't know if the picture will show up, but they just keep moving upwards the fence. You can see there's one right on the edge. I don't know if you can see it. It's pretty small. There were two of them at a time. Just keep moving forward. Yeah, there they are, two of them again. We've walked along this cornfield, probably a kilometer back, still heading along the side of this cornfield here. We're in the shade a little bit once in a while, but mostly here out in the sun. So, but pretty easy walk. Look at the huge grain elevators here. We're still skirting along the sides of the corn, but now we're going to go into a different section. Over the stile, down, maybe over again. Over the stile and the electrified fence, because that is an electric fence right there, that wire. Enough to wake you up in the morning. Another style. Over the electric fence. After that last huge climb we've had, hasn't been bad for climbing, descending, or anything. It's been pretty well flat overall. So that's good, it's welcome. Long section of field we're going through. And the evergreens, or oh, I guess those are pine trees, over to the right. We've still got the cornfield over to the left of us, working between the two areas. But nice and flat. Helps make up some good time. It's we're not as shaded as we were before, but it's okay. We'll take the flat land as opposed to the climbing. You can see highway, I think that's 21 off in the distance. We're making a sharp right here, and we're going to follow along this for, I don't know, 3/4 of a kilometer up to whatever road that is. Oh, back to Prince of Wales Road. Yeah, so we're heading back to Prince of Wales Road in about 800 meters. A style, short one, 4-stepper, and I'll give you 360, open field all around us, and a 3-stepper. Long boardwalk over this section. Now I did see a bunch of cows over to the left, but I can't see them now. I guess we're too low down on this section, but maybe we'll see them when we get to the top. We're almost at Prince of Wales Road, just around the bend here. We'll be coming out at Prince of Wales Road. Funny, I could see all the cows over there earlier, but I can't see them now. All right, here we are. Prince of Wales Road and one more style. So I haven't actually assigned styles to anyone. So John will, every time we go over a style, I'm going to assign it to you. So JW style. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4. A little bit bigger the other one. Yeah, Prince of Wales Road. A little bit bigger. Up and over. Out to the road. We're on Prince of Wales Road. Nothing to see on here. Just a lonely road. We're turning back into the woods for about a kilometer to get to the next concession or side road or whatever. It's about a kilometer in here. Here we go. A very steep decline in this section here, and a lot of rocks, but very steep. Going down, and we're buried here in the woods. You can see we're back into the really rocky section here. We are going the right way. There was a marker just down, so doesn't look like there's another way backwards, so we're going the right way. Just very, very rocky and rooty section. We're not sure if we were supposed to go that way because there's a marker here on a down tree. So I'm going to head up this way first. We're just going to see if this is the way we need to go. Okay. And pick my way through this section here. If this is the way we're supposed to be going. It looks like, it's hard to tell. Okay, so this is the way we have to go because there are markers right here. Ooh, it's just really overgrown in this section. I guess a lot of people don't use this section. Okay. Once we get out of that, hopefully we're back into the open. Or somewhat open, yeah, okay. We're good now. We're back out into the open. Very rocky section. Very rocky. Okay. I made a comment that I shouldn't have made, saying that maybe that was just the section, the bad section, but looks like we're going through a really rocky section here. You could hear my knapsack rubbing against the tree, it's so close. We could probably stay down on there. Come down, probably could have come over here to this section. Okay, well, we're gonna work our way through. I'm not gonna narrate so I can focus on my footing. We're out of that really rocky section now, that's good. We're just in the flat surface now. That was definitely a hard section. Okay, onward. Just about to put my bug netting on and we came to the stream here, so not much movement going on here water wise, very little. Moving forward. Both got our bug netting on and we've come out of that very rocky section. Now we're back into the open field area, which is good. That was very difficult. You got a bridge over a stream. Did you want water still? Okay, so I'm going to use my geopress and we're going to get some water and dunk it on our heads, so hold tight. This is not drinking water, we're just getting water for cooling. Oh, there was a little tadpole. Okay. Here's some water. Where's our line? There's our line. Let's get rid of a little bit. And I don't have to balance on 2 stones last time I did this, so it should go a lot easier. And it's going. Probably can't see it because. Okay, here we go. We're coming out. Center Road. Back to Center Road. I didn't see which way. Yeah. Almost right away we're heading to the left. Back into the woods. Really go right into the woods. We came out into this open field area, skirting alongside the woods. Oh, okay, there's a marker ahead. We are going back in. We've come down 3 stories so far. We're just coming down. Looks like we're gonna go way down there, so judging by what's over to the right. So probably about 8 stories we're gonna drop. Hopefully we don't have to climb it again. Another rocky, junky kind of section here, and you can hear the water running, so we must be coming. I don't know how close we're going to get to that stream. You can hear, oh, you can see it too. I guess we're going to be pretty close to it. Little waterfall, mini little waterfall here. Yeah, this is nice. We're going to be right up to the stream here. I'm going to refresh the geopress with some cleaner water. Right here. Pretty little stream. Moving pretty quickly. Wow. Very nice. And looks like we're going to be walking along it for a little bit. So I'm going to refresh the water right here. Okay, we're going to get some water. We're going to get some water. All right, there we go. We're at the line, we're at the line. I'm going to put this on the ground. It'll be a lot easier to push through. Put it on a little bit. Give it a push. It's going, it's going, it's going. It's going. It's going. We've already filled one water bottle. This is the second one. All right, here we go. Fresh water. Up with water and moving along this stream here to this big long bridge. Still in a bit of a rocky section, but not so bad. Pretty easy. Black Bank Creek Bridge. You can read. TD Friends of the Environment Foundation. There you go. And nice little bridge. This is quite a wide stream. It's got to be 25 feet wide. Whole bunch of little mini waterfalls above, rapids, and it moves quite a ways down. You know, we came from that direction, so you saw how far it was running. And long bridge. Okay folks, I had to put the GoPro, I had to charge it for a while, so we just had some still pictures to take. We're coming out here at Highway 21, which puts us at 50. We're getting there. You can see the view. Oh, yeah, we've gone through really hilly sections here, and you can tell by the terrain, it's very hilly. We were only on this Highway 21 for about 100 meters, if that. And we're heading back into the woods. Where? Right here. Back into the woods. Freshly baled hay. Look at it all. It's very recent. You can really smell it. That says go straight, so, but does it say on this side? All right, well, let's check. Yeah, I think we're on that side. Stay on that side. All right, we're staying to the left here. We're back in the woods. We're shaded. There is now a little bit of a breeze. We don't seem to be climbing. So far so good. Looks like a 4-story climb. The last section you missed a bunch of climbs because I had the GoPro on the charger, so you missed some. But here's a 4-story. Back into a dense section of forest here. Little streams of the sunlight kicking through every once in a while, but overall it's pretty dark. We just applied a new round of bug spray because they're bad again through here. Stop here for a minute. Here's your bridge. There's no water running in it. I'm going to put my netting on because we're getting eaten alive. We're coming out of the woods. This road. This is what? Well, according to the map, this may be the road all the way back to the car. Let's see. The map says, yeah, it's a big long straight line right here. You can see 51.1 up to the parking area. We come from down there, probably 4 stories, and we're gently climbing probably another 3 stories. It'll be a 6 or 7 by the time we're done, but back in the shade at least. This is one long, lonely road that we've been on for quite a while. There's nothing to see. We're surrounded by woods on both sides, but there is nothing on here. Don't think this road ever ends. I think we could stay on this road and go all the way up to Tobermory, because that's the way it feels right now. There's a little squirrely. You must be lost. Oh, a chipmunk. It's a chipmunk. You must be lost because you're on the road to never ending. We are still going on this road. Had this discussion. The discussion is our car is over to the right in a parking area. We only have 2 kilometers to finish the Dufferin Highland section. So we're going to go straight, and then we're going to, we've looked on the map, we can road walk to come back to get the car. So we're going to go to the end of the Dufferin Highland section, and then we're going to walk back to get the car. It'll be a long day, but we're so close. 2 kilometers, we can't stop now. So, all right, here we go into this section. Told I'm leading through this last section of empty road, so you're just gonna get to watch me. All right, down and up. Very rocky section right here, hard on the feet, so hopefully this isn't very long. Then we're climbing again. Flies are bad in this section, and they're having a feast on me. I think both of us are getting bit. I think I see a stop sign ahead. So we're getting close. Oh, so close. These flies are just driving me crazy here. Fields to the left, fields to the right, out in the hot sun at the end of a long, so far, whatever, 19 kilometers. Yeah, lots of fun. In the gravel where you can't get footing, we're doing a 3-story climb here. Right to the bitter end. First line east has finally ended. What an incredible road that was. I'm turning left into the Mulmer-Nottawasaga town line, heading towards Lavender. Yeah. We've got 1 kilometer to go, and these flies are terrible. Okay, I guess I got relegated to the back again. I'm not in the lead right now, so we're walking probably to the end of that. There's the hawk. Look at the hawk in the sky if you can see it. We're just heading down, so no phone left, so no still pictures. It's going to be all GoPro. Look at that hill. That's going to be about a 10-story climb, judging from that. Wow, right near the end. It's a killer. Okay, here we go. This is quite the cemetery. Lavender Cemetery, 1880. This was another parking spot we could have had, but we didn't know how far we were going to go today. So we got a little ways to go before we turn around. So okay, we just crossed over that Lavender Road. Now we're at Nottawasaga Concession 8, Mulmer line. I think we're at the end here of the Dufferin Highland section. So we have walked 21 kilometers today, and I still have to go back and get the car, I've been told. So that's it. We're at the end of Dufferin Highland. That's it for today.